7:30. The marine layer is pretty heavy right now.
A little cool.
I can see the sun kind of like in my eyes, but it's keeping it cooler. It feels really good right now. But we'll just spend a few hours this morning here, see what we can find.
That's $10.
$10? Oh yeah, I'll just put it in the bottom here. Thank you. That was 20. To toddler, I'm a future astronaut.
This thing is as big as him right now. Huh? Oh my goodness.
It's huge.
It'd be a sleep shirt on you.
Yeah.
I'm a little astronaut. I'm a future astronaut.
Look at these shorts. That's so cute. You're okay. Oh my gosh, look at this little bookshelf cabinet. It's $100. I'm kind of in love. Come on, baby, let's go look at this. I kind of love it. I love this. It's got the little raised portion here for like plates. But what about a little bookshelf for Cade? For his room? Is there a spot? Is there a spot? Oh, I love it. I want Romeo to come and look at it. Babe, come look at this little bookshelf. Would this work in Cade's room somewhere for a little bookshelf for his books?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that shelf. Did you lose me?
Yeah.
I love that shelf. I think we should work on it though. I think we should, it's very red mahogany. So I think we should kind of try and like bleach it out like I did the curio cabinet. Work on it. Parts of it is solid wood, but the back is definitely just like a, you know, like a thin piece. And I was just looking at the bookshelf, and the owner of the booth came over and he was like, if you're interested in that bookshelf, I can do 60. I was like, I will take it from you. I was gonna ask you what your best price was. I'll do it for 60, so it was marked 100. I think it's the cutest little thing. I've never seen one skinny like that.
What was it? Downstairs.
Downstairs, yeah. I've never seen one skinny like that, and I feel like I need something in the nursery for his like little things, little trinkety things. I hope I have a spot. We got here so early that most vendors weren't even set up yet, so the weather was nice, but there was nothing to look at. But it's getting like fuller now. Guys, we found goodies at the flea market. I'm actually really surprised because really we love to go to flea markets. I'm not particularly looking for anything special. I mean, obviously we're doing the kitchen, so you know, we have like that to kind of, I always keep my eyes peeled for like kitchen things when we've been going recently. More hardware, you know, stuff like that. But I wasn't really looking for anything in particular. We just really like to go and get out, and it's just like a fun way to move our bodies. And if I'm in the house for too long, I have a lot of built up energy. You know, you guys know I like to do lots of stuff. So when I'm just like too chill at home, I get real antsy, you know, so it's just a fun way to get out of the house. And we went super early, but there was like only half the vendors kind of were set up that early. It doesn't really open until I think 8 or something. So we were definitely there pretty early, but I'm glad we were because we were able to get out of there at like 9:30, something like that. And we found some stuff. And also I spent the rest of the day just like vegging out on the couch with Kate. So it was a beautiful Sunday. Okay, so the first thing that I found was this clock. I have no idea what it's made out of. What originally I thought I was going to be touching when I picked it up was wax. I don't know why, to me it kind of looked wax-like with the carving and stuff. It's got some weight to it. It must be like a resin of sorts. If you know, please comment down below. If you know exactly what this clock is or exactly what it's made out of, please let me know. I haven't done any research on it. I can probably take a picture of it and Google Lens it and probably figure it out, but I haven't yet. But how pretty was it? It was just like a special piece. It's almost like I've seen it before. And it's probably like on the tip of my tongue. I probably know what this is. But when I picked it up and I asked how much it was, he said $10. And I was like, that's not bad. I felt like it was like a pretty piece to put on a bookshelf somewhere and just have it as like a different shape of decor. And I don't have a lot of clocks around the house. Like, I don't think I have any clocks. Do I have a clock? I don't think so. You guys know I do not need any more art. I have art, but frames I could use, or if I don't use them, my mom could definitely use them for her collections, which she's about to come out with a new collection that she's been working on. She's actually been working on a few pieces of art for me, also her own collection, so stay tuned. But I was passing this one booth. She had 2 frames, and this one was the prettier of the 2, I thought, and this was $20. Not bad. I mean, we definitely went through a phase where we got frames like this, ornate frames with like linen mats and stuff like this for really cheap. A little bit harder to find, but $20 I didn't think was bad, because I have a few pieces of art that I'm hoping are this size that I got in Paris, and I don't have any frames for them, and they're just like on board and stuff, so we could test this one out. I feel like it's a little big, but you know, never know. I mean, I don't have too many empty frames. I have more framed art. And then we were in the garage part where a lot more booths are. I saw this laying on a table. Now, the Mona Lisa is not particularly a piece of art that I would love hanging in my house. I wouldn't pick that. So I did not buy this for the art, but the frame. These are the good frames. Look at this. Look at the detail. Everything about it, the tone, surprising, and it's definitely older. You can tell on the back, it's definitely older. Surprised when I was looking at it that it wasn't damaged, like it didn't have a chunk missing somewhere, because so many of the ones I see at the flea market have been through things, you know. They haven't definitely been, they're old, but they haven't been taken care of. This one was, and when I asked the lady what her best price was, she had it marked 35 and she said 25, and I was like, not bad, you know. And then we found this bookshelf. I'm so excited. I was getting really disappointed that I didn't have anything to put Cade's books on. I'm so excited that I get to like say his name now instead of baby boy, because I actually have messed up a couple of times before he was born, and I said Cade, and then I had to repeat myself and say baby boy, because we just weren't sharing his, just for fun, we weren't sharing his name until he was born, but it's been picked out for months. Well, and it wasn't sharing it because I didn't know if we were going to change it. You know, we needed time to like process it, and really, and I was worried that I'm like, oh, when he's born, is he going to feel like Cade? Is he going to feel like that fits him? And he totally did. Until he was born, it wasn't 100%. But I was getting sad that I didn't have a spot in his nursery or the room in general for his little trinket things. Then we found this. I've never seen a bookshelf this tall and skinny before. It definitely has the little ridge on the shelf to hold the plates, you know, or the teacup saucers. It has this like mahogany finish on it, which actually isn't bad, but it won't match his room. And it's got like a sticky film, like a residue, you know what I mean? Like it's, and you can smell it. It just like smells old. The stain in general is just not gonna look good. It's very red. I don't know if it's coming up on camera. I want to do something to this. I want to use the same technique that I used on the curio cabinet, which was using this easy off. Using this is how I stripped off that golden yellow stain off the curio cabinet, and it worked so well. This is the heavy duty one. They also have a blue can, no fumes. I didn't find that there were fumes with either, but I'm using it outdoors too, and I feel like obviously this is for an oven. This is oven cleaner, so you use it in your house, so maybe you would smell it more. But I want to get my supplies together and I want to transform this, and we'll let it dry overnight. Hopefully it'll strip off the stain. And this is wood. This is all solid. This is all solid, but the back, you can hear it, the back is very, very thin. sticky. Ugh, you guys, I think it was in a house where they smoked because I think the stickiness in the layer is actually a layer of nicotine. Also, you guys, I'm so sad. I put this jumpsuit on and I bought this jumpsuit very early when we had just found out that I was pregnant because I kind of wanted something that I could do my projects in and camouflage my growing belly until we announced that I was pregnant. Just over 3 months. I was almost 4 months when we announced our pregnancy. And by the time I was towards my end of my pregnancy and I put this on, I could barely fit in it because it was so tight. And now there's nothing. I'm missing being pregnant for sure. I love that he's here and out in the world, but like, it's so sad. I'm so sad. Okay, we're gonna use this easy off. I'm gonna put it on there for 20 minutes and then we're gonna scrub it off with some soap and water. And let's hope it gets this nicotine and the stain off. Try it on this side and see. It's been 20 minutes, a little over 20 minutes, but I don't want, because it's so hot out, I don't want it to dry. The last time I did this, oh, you could just see it stripping off. Ooh, you see it's coming off? Love the topper. Can you see the top? Definitely have determined that this wood is redwood, a form of redwood. Not that it's redwood, but it's got a lot of depth into it. It has stripped everything off of it. All the sticky, the stain that was on it, because I could see it just like coming off. But this is now super smooth and down to the actual wood. Now what do we do if we want it bleach, that bleached oak look? We can try a bleaching technique. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight and we're gonna see where it gets us, see what the actual color is, not wet. Like, this is what I wanted the entire thing to look like when I bleached it. That's what the cabinet, the curio cabinet looked like. Okay, you guys, it's the next day and honestly, this got lighter than I thought it was going to be today. Also, when wood's wet, it looks a lot darker than it actually is going to end up, but it's much more golden, the true tone. I for sure thought that once I stripped it off and it was wet, it was going to be like some kind of red wood, red oak, red, I don't know, any kind of other red, mahogany, something like that. I was like, it's got to be red, but it's so much more warm than I thought. So we have two directions that we can go. We could stain it a pretty color, make it darker to match some of the darker wood stain in that space, like the ladder, or we could bleach it. And I have stained a lot of furniture in my life. I've never bleached something, and I just feel like I want to try and get it like lighter, like the bleached, kind of like the bleached oak. I don't know what kind of wood this is at all. I know that this topper is a different species than the regular wood, and then the back is kind of even different, but we have to do something to it because it's super uneven. It's like splotchy and stuff, so it can't stay like this. I was doing some research online about how to bleach wood, and this lighten up wood bleach came up, and also the Zinsser one, wood bleach, the Zinsser wood bleach. The Zinsser wood bleach, I think I would have had to order it online, but this was carried at a local paint store. So So I actually asked our finisher that's here, that's working on all the cabinets, like what he would recommend, and he said that this was a good one. And it's essentially 2 parts. It's part 1 and 2, or A and B. It's like this. So we do part A first, and then we do part B. And he said another little trick that you can do is do part A first, leave it overnight, do part B in the morning, and then shortly after that, like you don't have to wait any time at all, do a mix of the 2. And he said if you do that, it's gonna look exactly how you want it. So I'm like, I like it, having him around. He tells me all of the good secrets. He did say that I should sand it a little bit, just with a light sandpaper. So he had some hand 220 sheets that he gave me. He said if you just hit it with this, it takes away any of the leftover stain residue, and it'll take the bleach a lot better, and it'll look a lot more consistent. And then wear gloves for that. He did say that it was like pretty hefty, so you want to wear big gloves. So I bought some big gloves too. Okay, I got it all sanded. I'm just gonna give it a good wipe down to get all the, powder, the sanding kind of dust off of it. And then we can do our bleach. Okay, waited overnight. I can definitely see it lighter. It's definitely working. He did mention that the part A, if you did them separately, because actually the bottles call for them to be mixed every time you apply the bleach. A and B, you mix them. But he wanted me to do A first and then B. He said you won't see much difference with A, but once you put B, and you'll see a difference, and then when you mix them, you'll definitely see a difference. So we're gonna do the same process. I'm also so excited because I just got some of the videos back for my new candle scent that I'm launching for my candle brand, Autumn Lore. This one's been in the works for quite a while too, and I love it. I actually shot the photo shoot, like I shot all the photos. I was 9 months pregnant, almost 9 months pregnant. We were at the beach, and I have clips of it that I'll put in right now.
I know.
We are at the beach. We've actually been here for like 2 hours. This is how my hair looks. When we went to the Philippines, we were on the island for so long, like salt in my hair.
That's how my hair looks.
This is how his hair looks. We've shot some amazing things, I think, because I'm shooting it a little early, our summer candle. It's everything that I imagined in my head that I wanted it to be. I think I did it. I think it's gonna be really, really good. We'll see how they come out, because I'm shooting it kind of early because I'm getting to a point where it's hard for me to move around. It was even hard for me to like be on these rocks over here. I'm like, I don't know if I can get in that position to get that shot, you know? This scent, I really wanted it to be like you were standing on the edge of a cliff and you were at the ocean, but it's not beachy scent. It's not that type of vibe. I wanted it to be very like clean but salty, like you know, what was in the air when you were at the beach and you were kind of up high on a cliff. It's everything that I wanted. It has a little bit, it's clean with a little bit of spice, and it's got sea salt and seaweed in it. It will be an evergreen scent, but the quantities will be limited to start. This vessel color is also so pretty. It's like a slate color. It's gonna launch on Sunday, so getting to see them fill all the candles is always such a like satisfying thing. I love hearing it and watching it. I've even filled all the candles myself with the machine. It's so satisfying. I was like, I want to quit all my work and all my jobs and just like work here. It's so much fun. I have such an appreciation for what they do. So mark your calendars. Sunday is launching. You can find out more info. Follow me over on Instagram and in Sunday's video too. So let's do part B, shall we? And let's see how light we can get this. Okay, I've waited another night for it to dry, and it is significantly lighter, like significantly. You can obviously see so much of the variation, you know, in the wood. I feel like they used a lot of different species of woods to put this together, like this piece and this piece and the back. They're all a little different. They're definitely different thicknesses for sure. But I think, and you can see like the variation, you know, in the burnish and stuff. But I looked at my other furniture that I get this look in, and it has that too. And I kind of like that. I think it looks a little bit yellow to me. It's like I could keep bleaching it, but I don't want it to be pure white, obviously, or like the lightest it can go. I want it, basically what I'm saying is I want to move this upstairs and actually see what it looks like. And then we can keep messing with it. I think I'm gonna hit it with some 220 sandpaper just to like make it super smooth, and then we can determine if we want to seal it. He did recommend waiting like 72 hours or so before you seal it, so I may have to do that another time. Just bring it upstairs now and we can style it, and then I can make sure that it's the right color, and then we can seal it later. But it's not bad. Let's go see what it looks like, shall we? Beep, 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 Mama. Beep, beep, Kinsley. Okay, so there are a couple of things that I'd love to do to the guest bedroom to make it look more cohesive with the nursery, like all encompassing. And I'm thinking that something definitely that I can do is paint this bottom color, this smoked tan color paint, in the rest of the room. You know, so it's the whole room and then it goes onto the bottom, and I think it will make it tie the two spaces together because they feel so disjointed now because there has been no makeover on the guest bedroom. We've just decorated since we've moved in and, you know, kind of made it work. But now that this is so designed, I want it to look more seamless so that this may become, you know, like more of his room over maybe Romeo's office. Maybe that will become the guest bedroom or something. Like, I don't know. That's a long time from now. We like keeping it a guest bedroom for now and joined. So here's the cabinet, and this is the cabinet that I kind of wanted to match. I still think it's more yellow. You see that difference? I need to cancel the yellow. I need to do like an ash wash or keep bleaching it. I mean, definitely different woods, for sure. The spot that I thought I was gonna put it in was this corner right here, and it's so much smaller than I thought it was. That's never gonna work. You're not gonna be able to open the door. Another spot that I thought was actually where the ladder is, and just positioning the ladder, you know, like off to one side or something. I guess we can see what it looks like. I could also totally have it somewhere else in the room. You know, like I'm just trying to like incorporate it into this side. What do we think about it there? Wait, that's actually kind of cute. It's kind of cute, but we gotta take the yellow out. It's so precious. It's like the exact kind of like shape and size that I really wanted. And it's really cute. Like imagine like sitting here and then I can like grab a book, you know, to read him. And it's his things. I really like that here. Obviously we would eventually like attach it to the wall in some way so he can't like pull it down onto him. You know, all of that safety stuff kind of comes in stages as he starts to you know, go through his developmental years and like starts to walk and grab things, and which is insane. I don't know if I like the ladder here being the same height. So even if it stays here or it's in another part of the room, we have to strip the yellow out. I think I'm gonna do more bleach coats, mixing them, like actually just do what the bottle says, like mix the A and B. And then if that doesn't work, we could pick like a stain that's like more of a pickling stain, or something that's going to kind of like ash out the, like, and cancel out the yellow. It's been fun to work on a project. I definitely didn't think that it was going to be that involved of a project. I didn't think that we were going to learn to wood bleach for sure, but it's, you can see so much more of the detail now. Like all of that, it looks so much better like this, I feel like, especially when we take the yellow out, than it did super dark. You couldn't see any of the detail really. So I hope you guys enjoyed working on this with me. Stay tuned. I'm gonna like work on it, you know, as I have time, and as I get, you know, little like hour kind of like in between spending time with baby and stuff, and we'll make it perfect. See you guys Sunday for a kitchen renovation update. They've been doing so much in terms of finishing and our countertops. This is a big video, so definitely stay tuned for Sunday's video. And Sunday, my new candle launches, which is called Maris. It means of the sea. So mark your calendars so you can definitely check it out. It smells so good, fresh and clean, but a little bit of spice. It's a really beautiful scent. And I'll see you guys again next week for more vlogs. Bye guys. We tried this here. We like that, but moving the twinkling lights over here. But look at his stuff on, like it would be really cute, I think.
Once we get the right color.
Yeah, the right color. We determined that it's the background that's so yellow. It makes it that much more cozy and functional.